Hello, I'm NoirVortex, and today I'm going to be talking about Kidult, which is a new poetry collection I've just compiled together and printed off using Blurb. So these are poems from the last year or so, year and a half of writing poetry. I mean, I've been writing poetry for much longer, but this is a collection of the latest stuff. A lot of them kind of deal with some political issues, some personal, some kind of exploring metaphysical concepts, some of them exploring emotional states, etc. Some of them exploring the connections of nature, so quite diverse in a way. This is the book, so it's got a nice gloss finish on the front and the back, a bit of a description you can read there. Poetry collection by me, 32 artist and poet, residing in Sheffield. Poems about being human, feeling a bit lost, finding oneself in a world that seems madder by the day, and the art of cloud watching. So I thought what I'd do was read 3 of the poems. So I'll start with something that's a bit more accessible first, and I'll try and give you a kind of overview of what the whole thing's like. So I'll start with this one, which is quite a kind of a love poem to nature, really. The moon's shadow, love in 4 dimensions. We are nature, and nature is us. We come from stars, one day we'll be dust. But don't despair, don't pull out your hair. One day we'll become more than sum of parts. Everything under the sun. We'll be free. For now, scouring scenic stars in mind, ascending spiral cars, launch ourselves beyond our limits in mind, to dream a dream that millions would not dare, and only you can. Dare. Black and tar-like sky mass swamp in a sea of dense black nothing, but light blasts through. Love in 4 dimensions. Time, space, width, breadth. This ending is an eclipse. That's the second one now. Sorry, obviously, this is one I've done a few times, a lot of open mics. We'll do this one. The boy that hides in corners. Who's the boy that hides in corners? Sat cross-legged and grinning at passing clouds. His form evades detection to the average eye, invisible and alone. At times, he looks out of windows, observes raindrops drip-drop as arcs from on high, like bitter tears, slow and deliberate. He's dreaming of places he can reach and grow, imagination, learn to embrace the poetry of letting go. Letting go to love and root a flash of endless scenic hills, building patchwork palaces and towering skies, crystalline vistas in his mind, the mechanisms of his method, compulsion of creation, his imagination. I am a dictator of randomness, structured into cohesion by heart and mind beating in unison. He thinks quietly to himself, in his corner. He lives in his own head for sure, they claim, with narrowed eyes and corridors, but few have a heart as fully encompassing or as full as the boy that hides in corners. Kind of a semi-autobiographical one, but not fully. Again, anybody who's kind of had any experience with a certain kind of shyness, I suppose, can relate to that, maybe. Okay, I think for the last one, I'll read something that's a bit more full-on, I suppose, or a bit more... Because they tend to be, in this collection, they tend to go between quite, I wouldn't say pastoral, but kind of like quite calming poems and quite relaxing poems in a way, almost like quite, based on nature and things, to quite full-on ones. This is one of the more full-on ones. This is called Red. He skulks around late at night, all hollow innocence to shallow beast within burns. His fire demonic Dorian grey, an infinity of void reflecting from mirrors of lead. The blood is the life force of the words it flows, it's the rhyme that keeps on flowing crimson. Life force within flowing like rivers in some bastard Babylon. Baby pregnancy of the earth, boom boom. Vampire bite, what a fright. Burned eyes, boo boo. Trapped in this zoo, man caged beast, man. Every man is a caged beast, controlled and tied up. Flawed creature, bashing head against the bars. And poets, they are the most flawed of all. Dreaming of escape, no hope, scraping the claws against the wall. Red Kyrims and life force flows, big bang bachelors drinking in noir nights, feeling the fright of the big girls against the ceilings, their dreaming lips which siren lust and sex, screaming in the night siren, bountiful boob, breasts. Sirens of sex burning in the night, hemp smoking in the corner, drink more, smoke more, fuck more, feel more. Red, 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 blood, blood, blood. Give it in, keep it burning in your veins, through the heart, that brain that needs something to keep on ticking. Like the grandfather clock, tick tock, feed your cock, red crimson mood, find a girl, treat her right, be tight with the divine. That feline mama won't wait around forever. So don't expect her to, just treat her right, be tight and hold her in the night, out of sight, nebula dream of your eyes, sozzled right, wasted and burnt by your eyes. Seal her red within your tears of divinity, and bleed for her too when you need to. Red, like the colour of a rose, or at least the bleeding of a moon. Bada bing, bada boosh. Sounds quite different to the other two, you might have noticed. But yeah, this is my new collection. It's got about 20 poems in it, which kind of, like I said, range from quite strictly rhyming stuff to things that are quite loose and a bit more free verse, I suppose. It's available for £5. Just get in touch with me on the email address below. And I'll send it over to you, including postage and packing, of course. It'll be £5 plus postage and packing. I hope you enjoyed that if you've watched this. Any comments, just leave them below. I'm not going to read the whole thing out. I might do it at some point, but yeah. Thank you for watching.